What is up, guys, and welcome back to another Piastri Career Mode episode. And today we'll be doing the French GP. Okay, we've got a new engine supplier upgrade. So that's a free upgrade and we should have more engine power now. And next to that we've also completed the DRS upgrade. So I'm guessing we should be faster along the straights now with DRS enabled. Oof, looks like the race is gonna be wet, so that could make things very interesting. Now let's look at the car performance graph. So we've got the two upgrades and they brought us a little bit closer to Mercedes in terms of car performance. So we should be able to battle them and maybe even Ferrari and Red Bull if we're lucky. But first, let's go to quali. Okay, P8 it is. Could be better, but we still have a whole race ahead of us. A wet race nonetheless, so anything can happen. Let's see if we can fight ourselves towards the front. Let's go!
Hello and welcome from the Circuit Paul Ricard, current home of the French Grand Prix, an event dating all the way back to 1906. Now, it's been held at many venues over the years, with famous moments from Dijon and Manicourt the feature of many a highlights reel. So let's hope we see more of those in the race today. We have 15 corners here at the Circuit Paul Ricard, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, but the rain is coming down and making for a slippery racing surface. Luckily, there is plenty of runoff area available, and hopefully we'll be able to avoid bringing out a safety car during today's Grand Prix. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. An immense lap from Carlos Sainz yesterday puts him in pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Verstappen, Lando Norris, and Hamilton. Russell, the rookie, Fernando Alonso, and Esteban Ocon. Gasly, Bottas, Mick Schumacher, and Tsunoda. Stroll, Joe, Alex Albon, and Sebastian Vettel. Latifi and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And with me today, of course, is Natalie Pinkham. Let's talk about the rookie. That was a great win in the last race, but can they keep that momentum going into this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Right then, the formation lap has started, and I must say the weather conditions aren't the best today for visibility and for grip. As each driver performs this lap, they'll be wanting to settle in and concentrate, as this race, in these conditions, will require a lot of focus. We're almost ready to start the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Gearbox wear, so try to keep the number of shifts to a minimum, please. Okay, now stay alert for threats around you. Keep going. Hamilton's ahead of you. Less than a second separates you. They're on a fresh set of wets. Gasly behind. And the gap behind us is 1.1 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. Okay, gap to leader, 5.5 seconds. You've got 11 laps until your pit window opens. And 26 laps to go now. Okay, heavy rain is staying with us for a while now. At least a 20-minute window of heavy rain. Full wets seem like the best tyre for now. Okay, Mark here, you're causing unnecessary wear to your transmission. Try to take it easy or we're going to risk losing it. Overtake and burn off some of this energy. is less than a second. They're on a fresh set of wets. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was a 1:50.4. We're gaining by around 0.2 per lap. Keep going. Ahead. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 1.0 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap was a 1:51.0. You're closing by 0.4 a lap. Keep it going. Perfect situation, but I don't think we've got cause to move on to a different tyre yet. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. Like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall. Okay, full wet seems to be the fastest tyre for now. P7, 7th place. Lando's ahead of you now, and gap to the car in front is 1.1 seconds. They're on old wets. Hamilton's behind you now. Less than a second separates you. They're on old wets. The distance to the leader is 7.9 seconds. Your pit window will be open in 7 laps time. Okay, 22 laps left. Forecasts suggest the rain's going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. You should start finding more grip as we clear the standing water. Full wets seem like the best tyre for now. Looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track yet. Strategy available on the MFD. Copy that. Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap. Overtake and burn off some of this energy. And we're currently sat in 6th. Perez ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 1.2 seconds. They're on old wets. Okay, car behind is Lando. Less than a second separates you. They're on old wets. Okay, so gap to the leader is 4.6 seconds. Your pit window opens in 5 laps time. 5 laps. You've got 20 laps left until the end. front is 1.2 seconds. They're on old wets. And that's Lando behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old wets. Our gap to first place is 4.8 seconds. At this point in time is a 1:48.2. Tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now. Okay, you've lost access to one of the gears. We've lost one of the gears due to a fault in the gearbox. Okay, bad news on the gearbox, I'm afraid. The team are trying everything they can think of, but they're not optimistic. Just keep at it, do your best, that's all we can ask. That's Hamilton behind. Less than a second separates you. They're on old wets. Their tyres are 9 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1:49.9. Opening in 2 laps. Full wets in 2 laps time. Perez ahead. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old wets. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. We think they've got one more stop. The car ahead has a damaged front wing. We'll be losing some performance. This could be your opportunity. Time last lap was a 1:50.3. All right, you're falling back by 1/10 a lap. Okay, full wet seems to be the fastest tyre for now. Okay, I think it might just be about time to come and change these tyres. Rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there, you're doing well. That's P5, you're in P5. Verstappen's ahead of you. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 6.0 seconds. They're on old wets. Hamilton's behind you now. Okay, the gap behind is 1.6 seconds. They're on old wets. Okay, gap to leader, 10.0 seconds. Okay, your pit window opens next lap. Alright, 16 laps to go. Okay, slow down, your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. Alright, consensus in the garage is that it's probably about time for the slick tyre now. It's going to be slippery, but it'll probably be quicker. Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit or receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Okay, it could be a risk with the circuit this greasy, but we think the slick might now be the quicker tyre. If you think you can keep it on the road, let's consider swapping over. Left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes. The rain's getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out. Full wets seem like the best tyre for now. Okay, a few drivers are fitting full wet tyres. We might need to change soon. Looks like it's probably about time we change tyres. It's a bit of a crossover period for sure, but the longer we stay, the worse it's going to get. lengths of the next car. Okay, you're doing well out there, keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain, 10 minutes. So the rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while, be careful. Inters and wets will probably have very similar pace at the moment. Right, let's pick up the pace a touch, please. We need to close to within 10 car lengths of the car ahead. Safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags. We got P16, Magnussen's ahead of you. Less than a second separates you. They're on old wets. Alonso behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on a fresh set of wets. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 13 laps to go. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. And we're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment. Lando's coming in for his stop now. Sat in 6th. That's Joe just ahead. Push for that position. And gap to the car in front is 3.7 seconds. They're on old wets. Latifi is behind you now. They're on old wets. The distance to the leader is 10.1 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, 12 laps to go. We anticipate an end to this rain in around 5 minutes. Inters look like the best tyre for now. Gap ahead is 3.1 seconds. lap is at 1 minute 46.5. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 16.3 seconds. Front of the pack. Ocon's behind you. Our gap behind is 4.6 seconds. They're on old wets. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. And 11 laps to go. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment. Okay, I think the track's going to be drying out quite soon. Be careful you don't burn out your tyres. I've got some information on Alonso. They seem to have an issue. Ocon behind. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 6.0 seconds. They're on old wets. Their tyres are 5 laps old, and the time last lap was a 1:46.7. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. No threat of rain for the time being, conditions look good. Inters look like the best tyre for now. drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. You're approaching the safety car, you're leading, so don't pass it. Stay behind the safety car. Rain expected, no rain expected for the time being. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. Looks like some of those puddles are clearing. We're still definitely on the right tyre for the time being, but we're probably not a million miles away from slick conditions. Okay, we're coming up to the safety car now. Do not pass it, you are the leader. Follow the safety car. Okay, the safety car's coming in this lap. We'll be pacing the field in sector 3. Make sure to respect the delta until the safety car's into the pit lane. Behind is 1.8 seconds. Overtake buffing more, it's time to utilise some of this energy, come on. Ocon's behind you, and the gap behind us is 2.0 seconds. They're on old wets. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. Your last lap time was a 2:21.6. Okay, Sainz is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 1.9 seconds. They're on old intermediates. Their tyres are 8 laps old. Time last lap was a 1:41.4. Right, we're no longer sure that these tyres are the right ones. It might be time to come in and change. Okay, I think it might just be about time to come and change these tyres. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. That's Sainz behind you now. Our gap behind is 1.5 seconds. They're on old intermediates. Their tyres are 9 laps old, and the time last lap was a 1:39.0. Consensus in the garage that it's probably about time for the slick tyre now. It's going to be slippery, but it'll probably be quicker. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Okay, Sainz is behind you. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 1.5 seconds. They're on old intermediates. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. That's Sainz behind you now, and the gap behind us is 1.2 seconds. They're on old intermediates. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. Your last lap time was a 1:37.2. And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining. Final lap of the race. Today. That's 4 race wins in a row.
A great race then and a fantastic victory here at Paul Ricard. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, you know what they say, to finish first you have to finish. The fact was clear today, with a lot of retirements having a big effect on the outcome of the race. As a driver, you tend to keep reliability concerns at the back of your mind and just focus on what's in front of you. But for teams, races like this can be very stressful.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance. Let's have a look then at the driver's standings. Today's performance means that Max Verstappen now owns top spot in the Drivers' Championship. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Natalie Pinkham, come on, who do you pick?
I have to give it to the rookie. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in close proximity to other cars, as well as showing a lot of maturity and patience in difficult situations.
Let's move on to the constructors. No change in the top spot then, but with today's points, their hold on that lead is getting weaker. Meanwhile, AlphaTauri's strong weekend allows them to continue their march up the table. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.